I was not surprised. Trump is being himself. He has inherent contempt of men and women serving in uniform and those who have served.
My next source knows a lot about serving and military sacrifice. Brian Mast is a decorated U.S. Army veteran who served in Afghanistan as an explosive ordnance disposal technician. In 2010, he lost both of his legs when an IED exploded in Kandahar. 6 years later, he was elected to Congress as a Republican from Florida, and he joins me now. And Congressman, one, thank you for your service, and thank you for being here. I want to get your take on what you heard from Mr. Khan there.
The exact opposite of what Mr. Khan said. He said hate numerous times about what President Trump said. What President Trump said was insightful. There's nobody that goes and seeks to win a Medal of Honor. There's no service member that says, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get that Medal of Honor, because it's something that you earn because of the valor that you show under the most deadly combat circumstances. Nobody wants that, just like nobody wants a Purple Heart. It's not a celebration of an event when it's bestowed around your neck. It's a celebration of the valor of the individual, but not of that event. So, I would beg that question to all of America. Many people seek to get a Presidential Medal of Freedom. They try to get it. They celebrate getting it. Nobody seeks to get a Medal of Honor. I would say, yes, it is better to get that. It's certainly a higher honor to receive the Medal of Honor because you served in combat. But the Presidential Medal of Freedom is something that people really want to get. That's a distinct difference.
Do you really think it's something, though, that to be compared, even given the differences that you just laid out there and who receives these medals?
I think it's a fair comparison when you're talking to the general population, most of whom have never served in the military, and try to anecdotally explain this is how high this medal is for the civilian population. It's the highest medal that you can earn as a civilian in the United States of America. The Medal of Honor is the highest medal that you can earn as a member of the military. But the fact of the matter is, I'm glad that this debate is actually taking place, because I hope that this election in general comes down to the American people trying to judge whether Trump and Vance are the better party for the military and the veterans, given everything that's going on, or whether Harris and Walz are, because I think that's a fight that President Trump and J.D. Vance win every single day, given what's gone on with the withdrawal from Afghanistan, with Walz's, let's call, falsifying numerous parts of his service, no honor in that, and the list could go on and on. I think that fight's a battle we want to have all day long.
Well, and I should note, Governor Walz clarified on his service when it came to his rank. I mean, I think that was the only thing. And carrying weapons of war, the comment that he made, and that he did clarify, the campaign did clarify that. Congressman,
he abandoned his service members.
But can I ask you?
He abandoned his service members.
We've heard from people who served with him who said they don't share that view. But I want to ask about what Donald Trump said, because you're supporting him. And what do you say, though, to families who think it's an insult, the way Trump described it as just being much better to get that? I mean, the two things are very different. Who receives these medals, as you know better than anyone, is such a different distinction.
I have a Purple Heart and I have a Bronze Star. I don't want a Purple Heart. Nobody went out there saying, please, man, send me to the battlefield so I can get that Purple Heart. It's the medal that nobody wants, because you have to get shot or you have to get blown up. And you think about the circumstances. President Trump knows very insightfully the individuals that he put that medal around their neck. He had the conversations with them in the Oval Office. He knows what took place in combat in order for that event to take place where he was awarding that medal. It is not a light moment. And that is an insightful thing to talk about. Hey, listen, you would much rather have this over here, this Presidential Medal of Freedom. You'd much rather have that because you don't have to go into combat. And most of the people that get this, they don't come back alive. I saw the comments that the VFW made blasting President Trump about this. They're so far off base. I think they're playing politics with this as well. Looking at the fact that, the president respects our service members. Every single one of them that I've seen come in contact with, he goes out there, he speaks to them, he learns about their service. Where were they? What did they do? Guys that don't have legs. Hey, how are those legs doing for you? Do you see other people that get those in the civilian world? He asks things about people because he cares about our veterans, and I see it day in, day out.
But Congressman, I think maybe people would see this differently if it didn't come in the context of the other comments Trump has made about John McCain and saying he prefers soldiers who aren't captured in war. what General Kelly confirmed, that Trump did make the comment about losers and suckers when he was on that Paris trip in 2018. And I think it's the wider context of comments that people around him and that we've heard him make himself, like about John McCain respectively, denigrating military service.
He does not denigrate our military. He loves our military. They are the party. We are the party. President Trump is the candidate. J.D. Vance is the candidate that want to make sure our individuals, that their service is not squandered, like what happened with the withdrawal from Afghanistan. Harris and Biden, they squandered the service of every veteran that served in Afghanistan because of that withdrawal, because they failed to talk about the failures that exist there. They look at us.
Well, I'm not sure that's
disposable.
fair to say, Congressman.
I think it's fair. They see us as disposable. When President Biden goes out onto a tarmac, checks his watch, they're seeing us as disposable individuals. When they don't calculate the cost of war for when you come home, right now, let's talk about a factual thing. If you're in the VA right now and you're getting care for mental health counseling in the community, the Harris-Biden administration is trying to strip you of your community care. They want you to come back into the VA no matter the wait times. That's the population most vulnerable of 22 veterans a day suicide.
But Congressman,
that's the Harris-Biden administration.
I think you can disagree with them on policy, disagree with them on the Afghanistan exit. We've had plenty of Republicans here who have. But to say that President Biden it doesn't appreciate military service, given his son, I think you would agree that's an unfair comment.
I wouldn't say that at all. We're comparing.
You're talking about words for granted is not fair.
You're talking about words of President Trump versus literal actions of the Biden administration. Again, and I'll use these words. They go out there and they treat our service.
Congressman.
His son did serve in the military, but he's treating the rest of the military like we are disposable, and we are not. And that's the way that his administration has treated service members on the battlefield and those that came home, as though we're disposable items that you can get rid of.
I think that there are certainly people who would disagree with that, and the fact that his son served as well. Congressman Brian Mast, thank you for your time tonight.
Take care.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.